Hello fighters, are you worried that your 11th class syllabus is not complete? You have now come to 12th class or you're dropping. It's just 6 to 8 months left and you are trying to figure out how to complete 11th and 12th class syllabus in just 6 to 8 months. If this is your problem, you have come to the right place. We will talk about how you can cover the entire syllabus in this time and what realistic rank can you try to achieve during this period. If you are a 12th class student who is doing self-study, then we will refer to 4 things in this video: right study material, study chart, study strategy, and realistic aim of the rank you should try to achieve. We had created a detailed video on the study material, link you can find in the description. So we will quickly move on to the study chart. Study chart will look something like this. It will be a table wherein you will mark all the 3 subjects: physics, chemistry, maths, and you will list down all 11th and 12th class topics. In front of that, you will have 4 columns: theory, basic level questions, difficult level questions, JEE level questions. Now every column needs to be filled with as green or yellow. Green means that you have high confidence in that topic. Yellow means you do not have confidence in this topic. If you leave any cell unfilled, that means that you have not touched that particular topic. Now what you should aim for is that since you have already done 11th class theory topics, maybe you have not done their questions, then you can start doing their questions. So for example, in this particular table, I have not done questions of fluid mechanics, but I am good at theory. So I will pick up these topics and I will start doing questions. You can alternate between 11th and 12th class topics so that your 11th and 12th class topics can get completed simultaneously. And when you are doing 12th class topics, you can do your board level preparation as well, so that your board is also getting covered. Now in terms of realistic aiming, what you should do is you should try to complete about 60 to 70% of the syllabus. If 60 to 70% of this entire chart becomes green, and if you have done 15 to 20 mock tests with proper analysis, then you have a great chance of getting into a great college. You should not aim to get 100% syllabus completed in next few months, because that's not realistic and you will move very fast, leave out a lot of concepts and leave out on a lot of required practice. If you are in 12th class, you have joined the coaching class, and if you are in non-attending school, that we are going to cover 4 things. First is the right study material, study chart for your tracking, study strategy, and then realistic aim of the rank and the marks that you should try to get. Since we have already covered the study material in a detailed video, you can find the link in the description. We will talk about study chart and study strategy in this particular video. Study chart and strategy would look something like this. You will create a chart wherein you will list down all the 11th, 12th topics from all the 3 subjects, and then you will create more columns like covered in coaching class, theory, basic level questions, previous JEE level questions. You should aim to make all the cells green. Green meaning that you have high confidence in that particular area. For example, here laws of motion, I have marked covered in coaching class as green because it was covered in coaching class, and then theory, basic level questions, and JEE level questions, difficult level questions are also green because I have good confidence in it. In fluid mechanics, even though it was covered in class, I have not done rest of the topics, rest of the things for this particular topic, and hence my own preparation is weak here. But if you look at other topics, I have already completed theory of optics on my own and magnetism on my own. So now what I need to do is I need to look at the schedule of my coaching class for next 2 weeks. And instead of working on my backlog, I will work on what is going to happen in the coaching class in the coming 2 weeks. I will not only do the theory, I will also do the questions, and then I will mark it green here in this chart. What this will do is it will get you a lot of confidence when you go into the coaching class. You will be able to ask your doubts with your coaching teachers, and you will focus on some of the things that you could not understand when you did the theory on your own. And you will not be playing a catch-up game. You will be ahead of your coaching class. When you get time later on, when you have some holidays, you can come back to the topics that were in a backlog and try to do those later. Now, in terms of realistic aiming, you should aim for 60 to 70%, and your syllabus should be 60 to 70% complete. You should try to have 60 to 70% of this sheet marked as green. Don't try to aim for 100% syllabus, because if you do so, then you will be moving very fast, missing out on a lot of concepts and a lot of practice that is needed for you to do well. Apart from this, you can also do additionally 15 to 20 mock tests, and if you analyze them well, you will do really well, get a great rank. If you are a 12th student in coaching class and attending school, then we will cover 4 things: right study material, study chart for your tracking, study strategy, and realistic aim of the rank that you should try to get. Since we have already covered the study material in a detailed video, you can find the link in the description. Here we will only talk about the study chart, study strategy, and the realistic aim. Now let's look at study chart and study strategy. This is how a study chart will look like. This is the one you need to create for yourself. You will list down physics, chemistry, maths topics of 11th and 12th, and there will be columns of covered in coaching, theory, basic level questions, difficult level questions, previous level questions, previous JEE level questions. When all 4 columns in a particular topic are green, then only that particular topic is complete. Green means you have high confidence in that particular area. So for example, here if I have marked optics theory as green, that means I have high confidence in optics theory, but I have not done basic level questions, difficult level questions, previous JEE level questions, and hence optics is not yet complete. So what you can do is you can list down, once you have created this chart, you can start to do questions of the topics wherein the theory is green. But since you are in coaching class, you will tend to follow what is happening in your coaching. It is important that you do whatever is going to happen in your coaching beforehand. At least you need to be 1 or 2 classes ahead of your coaching class. Leave the backlog aside. So for example, fluid mechanics is already covered in your coaching class, but you have not done theory and questions, but you don't have any time, and the coaching class may move on to the wave topics. So then you need to do that well in advance. Leave the backlog aside for now and start doing all the topics in advance. This way, when you go to coaching, you will be covering the things very well. You will have a lot of confidence. One important thing is that the coaching classes should not teach you only 11 topics. There should be a shuffle between 11th and 12th. That's a better strategy. Also, important thing is that you will have very less time in terms of your self-study, and hence it is very, very important that you utilize your coaching class in the school time for your self-study. Unless you get a lot of time during self-study, you will not be able to achieve the target of 60 to 70% that you should aim for. You can't aim for 100% syllabus at this point of time with the time left with you. So you should aim for only 60-70% done well. If you can do that with 15-20 mock tests, then you should get a great rank. You should not compromise on your sleep because you will have very less time. You will have to find time within the amount left with you. You can leave out classes if needed at some point of time.